Are you ready for eclipse season? Let's get into what to expect, what to do, and how can we navigate through this season with ease and harmony and bliss. Okay, so on March 25th, we have the lunar eclipse in Libra, which is going to be all about your relationships, not just your romantic ones, but with your friendships, with your family, and with your habits and behaviors and your way of life. This is going to be like a revealing of truth of what's working, what's not working behind the veil. Make sure that you are creating a space in your life to journal a little extra, pause before you're reacting in social situations. Really try to just like observe and pay attention to like what people are saying, why are they saying what they're saying, what is coming up, and what is this trying to show me, so that I can choose how I want to move forward. I don't know about you guys, but like I already have family reaching out for like the weirdest things that have been, really upsetting me. And it's an invitation for me to really look at my childhood wounds deeper and do more shadow work and do more of that inner work. So if you are not familiar with shadow work, this is the perfect time to start learning shadow work. I'm actually hosting a workshop tomorrow in Sahara Rose's community, Rose Gold Goddesses. If you're in that community, come join. If you're not in that community and you want access to the shadow work workshop, I'm going to try to see if they can record it and I'll post a video. But I would start like researching shadow work and start to really dive into what it is and how to begin, because this is the time to do it. This is the time where we're not allowed to run away from our problems anymore. We are being held accountable for our life. And it's a perfect opportunity also, if you've never done this before, to do a life assessment. And then we have the solar eclipse on April 8th, which is in Aries, which is going to feel like brand new, fresh energy, ready to come out guns blazing into the world. However, right after that, April 8th to April 25th, we do have Mercury in retrograde. Pay attention to like what systems are working, what's not working. It's a perfect moment to be more inward of like observing and feeling what is coming up for you. But before we have the Mercury in retrograde, it's a perfect time from now until April 8th to do this life assessment. So I'm going to put a chart right here. This is called the Wheel of Life. And we have a 1 to 10 where you would rate how you feel about each of these categories. We've got health, work, family, friends, romance, sex, creativity, learning, finances, and spirit. On a scale of 1 to 10, just go through what you feel about each of these categories. Be radically honest. Like, no one is looking at this. You're not sharing this publicly with anybody. This is sacred for you to really get honest with yourself about what's working and what's not. The more honest you are here, the easier it is for the universe to know what you want to improve on and what you are happy and comfortable with. We can't change and do anything. The universe can't give us lessons or opportunities to change and grow if we're not first honest about what's working and what's not. Once you do this assessment, now you have the opportunity to really choose which category is the most important to you. List them out from like most important to least important, so that you're not feeling overwhelmed. We're not trying to change everything in our life right now. What we are trying to do is take baby steps towards change. Pluto in Aquarius is here for a while. So we're going to have a complete radical overhaul of everything that we have going on in our life. Think of this as like the prep before you run a 5K, right? Like, you're not just going to sign up for a 5K and show up, right? You're going to do the prep beforehand. Think of coming out of Mercury in retrograde, April 25th. Think of that as like the day that you are running your 5K, because when we come out of this time, all of us that have been doing the work, that have been on a healing journey, that have been on a spiritual journey, we're all going to be really being called to step up and show what we have been learning and talk about what we've been going through and sharing our stories and connecting with people who have been on a similar path. It has been a really lonely road up until this moment, but come May 2024, I promise you, you're going to be living a completely different life. And you have the choice here. You can either avoid it and ignore it and feel frustrated and feel bitter seeing everybody else around you living their best life, or you can do the assessment now, do the shadow work now, tap inwards and take a break from like rushing and charging ahead. The time will come for us to charge ahead, but for now, what we're being asked to do is really take a big assessment over what's working and what's not. Come Mercury retrograde, we go inwards and really fine tune, okay, where are we going to focus our attention? Because where attention goes, energy flows, right? So make sure that you are getting really crystal clear on like, what do you want to focus on? A good way to tell what you are going to be focusing on is if you look at your chart, see where you have Libra in your chart, which house, and see which house you have Aries. So those are the two houses that are going to have the most shifts and changes for you. The house that you have Libra is, you have an opportunity to fine tune your relationship with those things. If it's in your first house, it's about your appearance and yourself. Your second house is money, work. Your third house is all about communication and social activity. Your fourth house is about home, roots, family. Fifth house, romance, love affairs, and play and creativity. Sixth house, health, fitness, systems. Seventh house is about relationships, marriage, contracts, business partners. Eighth house is about your relationship with others through intimacy or money. Ninth house is all about travel and exploration and going deeper into whether it's external like travel or internal, more philosophy, more like wanting to do a deep dive into a topic. 10th house, career, long-term goals. And 11th house is about your groups, your friendships, how you are in community. And 12th house is all about endings and spirituality, death, rebirth, karmic loops. So take a look. If your Libra is in one house, that part of you is going to have a full 180 shift, and your Aries is going to be in another house. That's where you're going to be focusing on come 2024, where your energy is going to be going towards. So you have the opportunity to really rev that house up. But then we also have Mercury in retrograde. So think of your time now until April 8th as your prep to eliminate what's no longer working. From April 8th to April 25th, you have the chance to go inwards and really fine tune exactly what you want to focus on so that come April 25th, right out of Mercury retrograde, we are hitting the ground running. We are running that 5K to the best of our ability, and we are achieving the things that we want to achieve. We're letting go, we're fine tuning, and then we're heading off to the races, right? Really take an assessment, do the life assessment on your full chart, see where the houses are for you in Aries and Libra, and create a really sacred practice for you to be inward for quite a while. Think about 1 month, April 25th. This time you're letting go and you're assessing. Think of this as like your time to prep for your TED Talk. Think of it as your time to prep right before a book launch, right? Think of it as come April 25th, your life is going to look completely different if you commit to doing the shadow work and the inner work so that you are clear, you're aligned, you're rooted, you're grounded, and your chakras are balanced. You're ready to come out guns blazing, shining your light. You're feeling the call to be like an influencer or content creator and show up, show your personality more on the internet. This is the prep for that, right? This is the moment where you start those things now. See the triggers coming up, see the emotions coming up, see what's coming up for you so that you have the opportunity to do the shadow work. See, why am I hesitant? Where's my confidence issues coming from? Where's my self-worth issues coming from? What is my relationship to money? What is my relationship to love? What is my relationship to abundance? No more sugarcoating it. We are getting deep into the roots of why we have these problems and why we have these blockages, so that come Mercury retrograde, we are working on eliminating those blocks and having the final chance to say goodbye to an old timeline so that we can step into a new timeline. So if you have been wanting to quantum leap, you have been wanting to manifest, you have been wanting to, radically transform and shift your life, this is the work that is required in order to do that shift. I'm so excited for this. I think that this is an incredible opportunity. This is what we've been prepping for. This is why we have been learning what somatic practices work for us, what is our way of healing and growing, what are the things that worked for us. I'm so excited for this because this is the time where I can literally just not have any more excuses, right? Why am I not doing the things that I want to do? What is stopping me? What is holding me back? Because we are the only ones that are keeping us in a cage. The cage is open. We're ready to get out there and we're ready to shine our light. We're ready. But there's still that hesitance, right? There's still a little bit of something holding us back. So take this time, lunar eclipse in Libra, see where Libra is in your chart, see what you need to focus on shifting your identity, shifting your relationships with whatever house Libra is in for you. Then comes solar eclipse in Aries along with Mercury retrograde. So look at where Aries is in your chart, and that is where you're going to really go deeper into what does this mean for me? Right? So for me, Aries is in the 6th house, health, fitness, systems, organization. So this is going to be my time to build out my funnels for my business, really fine tune exactly what I'm building for my health, my fitness, my routines. I haven't really meal prepped or worked out. I've gained 20 pounds since pre-COVID. So this is my time to be okay, no more excuses. I let myself go a little bit. Now it's time to really prioritize my relationship to my body, to my business, to really go all in on me. So see where Aries is in your chart, and during Mercury retrograde, create a plan for how you're going to be focusing in that section. So that come April 25th, I'm ready. I'm ready to hit the town, guns blazing. I am ready to share my offering out into the world. And I know that during Mercury retrograde, I made sure that I had all my systems and ducks in a row. I had a strategic plan on how I was going to make sure that all my systems are safe, they are working, they're fine-tuning, that it's a well-oiled machine. From my personal habits, to my work habits, to my relationship habits, to self-care, all of it. So that's what we can expect in eclipse season. Let me know if you do need some help in figuring out what's happening for you. Let me know what house Libra is in and what house Aries is in, and I can send you a little blurb about what to expect for the lunar eclipse and the solar eclipse and for your Mercury retrograde period. And I am hosting a shadow work masterclass tomorrow in the Rose Gold Goddesses community, which is Sahara Roses community. So if you're in it, join it. If you're not in that community, if you're interested in shadow work, let me know. I do have a pre-recorded workshop introduction to shadow work. So if you've never done shadow work, comment below, leave your email below, and I'll send you the shadow work link. I hope you guys use this time to think of it as prep before the halftime show, because come May, our lives are going to be so different. And I'm so excited. This is what we've been waiting for, what we've been prepping for. It's time, right? No more excuses, no more limiting beliefs, no more people holding us back. It is in our hands to shine our light, share our creativity, build our communities, build our businesses, get on a stage, whether it's a real stage or on a platform like this, start a YouTube channel, start posting content, whatever you're feeling called to do, don't hold back anymore. Really try to go all in on you because you deserve it. The world needs your magic. We all have medicine to share with the world, and we're here to raise the vibration of the planet. So I hope you really, really take this as an opportunity to get into full alignment with who you came here to be. And if you need help, if you need guidance, I'm here, I'm available. Hop into my containers, sign up for my email list. I'm going to be sharing how I'm operating and navigating these changes and things that I'm going through, and hopefully it can help you too. As always, hit the like, hit the subscribe, drop a comment. I want to know what you guys are going through so that I can be more of support to you. Don't be scared of this eclipse season. It is going to be magical. It is going to be transformative. It is the energy that we have all been waiting for. And if it's tough for you, allow yourself to take the time to breathe, to tap into your somatic practices, to simply rest. Whatever your body needs, it is so, so intelligent. Listen to the body above the mind always. And if your mind is racing, you're falling into an anxiety loop, remember that we cannot change what we cannot change. We cannot have control over what happens. All we can do is tap into surrender, let go of the fears, and allow for the universe to surprise us with the most magical life that we came here to experience. Okay, guys, I'll see you guys next time.